Guys, do you know the level of restraint that it took for me not to sing like out loud, just yelling out all my little songs, getting all my life? You see the smile on my face right here from beginning to end. Just give me all the feels. I just feel like I'm a kid again. Hey everyone, it's Sharana from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Lion King, the 2019 live-action remake of the 1994 animated classic, directed by Jon Favreau, who's also responsible for directing Disney's live-action remake of The Jungle Book. And so this film stars Donald Glover, Beyonce, Alfre Woodward, Chiwetel Ejiofor, everybody and their baby mama in this film. I really don't have time to go through the list of all of the actors in this film, but just know that this little casting that they have for this film is stacked, okay? So, for those of you who are new to my channel, I tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay or wait to see this film in theaters. So you guys, let's talk The Lion King. This is one of my favorite Disney films. When they announced this, I was just like, you better do right by my Lion King movie or we're going to have problems. And so going into what I enjoyed about this film, I truly feel as though you really can't do any type of review on The Lion King without giving special props to the visual effects of this film, to the team that was involved in creating this world, creating these animals who look so realistic, so very real. I thought they did a very fantastic job. From just the characteristics of what the animals look like when they were roaring. When they started doing their roar, I jumped. And I wasn't the only person who jumped, because I know you about to say, Sharana, you jump in every single film. It was other people next to me jumping. I was just like, it just caught me off guard. They look so real. I felt like it was a lion trying to like attack me for a moment. And so I think that that's really a true testament to how groundbreaking, how far we come with these effects. Even from just going from the live action remake of The Jungle Book to now, it's just so amazing what they've been able to accomplish in just a couple of years. And so I really want to make sure that I give props to where props is due. I'm sure you heard this in every single review, but it doesn't matter, because you know what? You just got to tell people how it is. Also, too, I would have to say my favorite characters in this film is Timon and Pumbaa, voiced by Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner. They were fantastic. Literally every scene that they're in, they killed it, stole it, okay? They literally or the only things that I could talk about after watching this film. I'm pretty confident that everyone that leaves is just like, oh my gosh, Timon and Pumbaa, the best part of this entire movie. So much that I didn't know if, when I watched it as a child, I wasn't like that into Timon and Pumbaa. But now watching it as an adult, I just love the banter between the two. You can really tell that these actors, pretty much, and most of the time when they do voice acting, each of the different actors, they're in their own separate groups. They record their stuff at different times, but you can truly tell that they actually recorded everything together. Most of the stuff is ad-lib that they have, and they're just so funny, and they were so cute to look at. I know warthogs aren't supposed to be cute, but I love me all of them. And I see you, Seth Rogen. You know what? Who would have thought when you first started that you would be in a Disney film and you would have song credits, okay, of singing, performing with Donald Glover, Beyonce, and Billy Eichner. I see the glow up there. So also too, another person who I would have to say that I really, really enjoyed in this film would have to be Shinzi, who is one of the hyenas. And Shinzi is actually voiced by, I want to make sure that I say her name, Florence Kasumba. And she actually plays Shinji on the stage play version of The Lion King as well. But her voice acting, she felt so menacing, yet she felt, when you heard her talk, she commanded attention. Like, you can truly tell that she was in charge of the other hyenas. And I love that they gave the hyenas a little bit more to do in this film. They were kind of like dumb, you know, but they were menacing because they just basically, you know, ate through anything. But I love the sophistication of the hyenas, how Shinzi has this plan and she knows what she is trying to do. And I love how that's conveyed in this version of The Lion King. It's pretty much a remake, but there are subtle changes like this that really made it more enjoyable for me. And then also too, with Nala and Sarabi, they're given a little bit more to do. They understand their role as protectors. Nala understands that she is meant to be queen, and she really has this presence about her where she knows what her purpose is. And let me tell you, Nala was about that life. She was ready to go to war, do whatever to make sure that Pride Rock was taken care of. And so I love those little subtleties of giving these the female characters more to do in the film, you know, that really meant a lot to me, and I truly connected to their characters even more. But can we talk about the music real quick? Y'all, like I said, it took everything in me not to sit there and just scream out like, it means no worries for the rest. I can't sing, y'all, so you see why that would be problematic if I was sitting here singing in real life in the middle of the movie. But I love the songs. Hans Zimmer, he's a composer for this film, composed on the 1994 animated classic. All these songs, they still stand the test of time. They are so great. And I saw you, Donald Glover, Beyonce adding their little runs in Hakuna Matata. Donald, he did a line, I said, okay, Donald, I see you. I enjoyed the song so much. Like, just as soon as the song started, honestly, like hearing them talk, I was just anticipating like, okay, this song is about to come. Let's go. Let's do this. I had a smile on my face. I was dancing. I was moving. I was vibing. I enjoyed every single part of it. Now, even though I had so many things that I really enjoyed about this film, there are some issues, but not necessarily big issues on my end. But I could tell while watching The Lion King that this movie was probably going to leave audiences divided. And so, for those of you who really just need to understand, like, this is more of a Disney nature type of film. Like, these animals are going to look like real animals. They're going to have mannerisms like real animals. And because of that, it's missing kind of these human qualities of what we saw in the characters in the animated version. And so while I do appreciate them really trying to stand true to the little nuances or the little things that animals would do in real life, I do feel as though some of the scenes emotionally, because this is a very troubling story. This is one of the first times, even for me as a kid, when I watched the animated version, that, you know, you really dealt with grief. And, you know, this was a huge connection to me, especially with Simba and Mufasa's death, because just maybe a year or two prior to watching this film, my dad died. And so it was one of the first times that I truly could feel, you know, what Simba was going through, what that grief felt like. And for this, surprisingly, I thought that the Mufasa dying scene was going to be really hard for me to watch. And in some parts, because it's more graphic, because they look like real lions, it was hard in that way. But I didn't feel necessarily the emotional beats, just because it is animals, and realistically, they're not going to be able to convey certain feelings. You know, they can do it through their eyes, and I thought that they did a very great job at that. But I do feel as though a lot of people will maybe feel as though they didn't feel as connected from an emotional standpoint to The Lion King, which for me, I think it might work a little bit better, especially for young children, because I was going to be scared that they would be kind of frightened, because I was scared in the Jungle Book too. But because of that, I think it's easier for younger audience goers to kind of watch some of these things. And I think also too, the song placement for Beyonce's new song, Spirit, I understood. I love the song, and if you can go download it now, they released it yesterday. But I think that the placement of that song, it didn't fit for me. I was just like, because this just happened, we really couldn't appreciate what we were listening to as far as where they placed that song. But I think overall for me, I still had the nostalgia that I wanted. I was happy. I literally had a smile on my face listening to every single song that played out. I just had such a great time watching The Lion King. Now, I can see where some people might feel as though like, the animated version might be a little bit better for me. But I do think that with all the technological advances that they've done from a visual standpoint, from making these animals look and feel so real to the human eye, I think that this movie is so worth paying to go see in theaters. Now, for those of you who have young children, there are still some parts that they might jump at, because I'm grown as hell and I still jumped in the movie. But what I would tell parents is I would say that you should probably go see The Lion King for yourself prior to taking your children. I'm going to take my godson because I just want to be able to like sing the songs, and all the little kids going to be talking, so it doesn't matter. But I think I was so into the nostalgia point of it, I don't think I will be able to take any of my like nieces or nephews to go see this film, because like I just need to get it out for myself first, and then I could take them. So that would be the only thing I would say. Go see it for yourself first, and don't act like I'm being selfish or anything like that, because half of you guys were planning to do that in the first place. But overall, I had a great time with The Lion King. So those are my thoughts on the 2019 remake of The Lion King. As always, my name is Sharonda from Pay or Wait. If you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.